Hey everyone, back with another gameplay video playing Domain Zoo again. It's been about a week and a half or so after Murders of Karlov Manor, and so now we got some new cards to play with. So the US Regional Championship along with the Canadian one just happened this past weekend, and there was one Zoo player that made it to, that finished in the top 32, good for a Pro Tour invite, and I think there were two others that finished, I want to say top 48 or top 64, I forget. The big innovation we saw of the Zoo decks, there were 16 Zoo decks that made day 2, and 12 of them were playing Leyline of the Guildpact. So this was a card, if you watched my last videos or have read any of the comments, that I was not super high on. I thought it was going to not be good enough to be played in Zoo. Basically, it seems like most people jammed it in their deck for the regional championship, and it performed very well. So I've talked to maybe half a dozen to a dozen players who played it in the regional championship, and they said it was really strong. So we're going to play it today. So I just thought, intuitively, ley lines aren't great if you don't have ways to get rid of extra copies, but I think this is it. To players I talked to, they said it came up often enough where, one, you don't have a ton of extra card draw in Zoo, so you're not always going to draw those extra copies. Of course, the downside is if you end up with like 2 copies, then your only way to get rid of it is Kavu. But 2, you can also hard cast it pretty frequently. Frequently is what they were saying. So sometimes like you just play this on turn 4 and then still win because you have Scion on board. I have seen it a little bit in action in some games. There are certain matchups where it's very relevant to not take any damage from your lands. Not a ton of them, but I have seen a few matchups where maybe that's relevant. So I think we're going to kind of see some testing and kind of more refinement of the lists over the coming weeks. I think the number, it could be correct to play 0 Leyline of the Guildpact. It could be correct to play 3. I don't really know. I don't think it's necessarily 4 or 0 sort of thing. The reason I say that is because although Leyline of the Guildpact did do well at the regional championship, I think a factor in that was just that players were not prepared for this tech. So of course it's going to go like in that event, it was open deck lists and they had a lock in their deck list like the day before. So a lot of players were not expecting the Rhinos builds that were playing Leyline of the Guildpact or the Zoo builds. So that means that sideboards weren't tweaked for it. I think going forward that's going to change. So most decks, I believe, with mostly the popularity of Rhinos, but also some Zoo decks and maybe some other decks jamming this, are going to play like 2 to 3 cards in their sideboard that can deal with this, that can disrupt this kind of combo here. And I guess I didn't really talk about the combo. You might already be familiar with it, but basically, since Leyline of the Guildpact gives each permanent all colors, that means that your Scion of Draco will, one, get all of its own abilities, which means that it's going to become, Vigilance, Hexproof, Lifelink, First Strike, Trample, but it will also give all your other creatures those abilities. So, basically all your creatures are going to have every keyword that Scion of Draco gives, along with your Scion of Draco. So it's kind of hard combo to interact with decks if decks are not prepared for it. The other bonuses, like I said, is you can get cast Leyline Binding on turn 1 for 1 mana. You have Tribal Flames. You don't need to wait. Tribal Flames on turn 2 for 5. Not that you're going to do that often, but your Brawlers will always be 5/3. Your Nacatls will always be 3/3. Kavus will always be 5/5. So there are definitely benefits to that, as well as you don't have to take any damage from fetching and shocking, which can be nice in certain matchups. And then not super relevant for Zoo because we're kind of an aggressive deck, but there are some matchups, Rhinos, Burn, things like that, where that can actually matter. And then you can also it's also good tech against kind of Blood Moon effects. So, even if they cast the Blood Moon, you can basically just, so this will turn all of your lands into, they will have every basic land type, but they won't be able to tap for other colors. So the trick to get around like if your opponent resolves a Blood Moon, is you just keep your fetches uncracked, and then with the Blood Moon on the stack, you can crack your fetches, get your 2 basics, and then you still have, you still have 3 types. So that's kind of the idea there. There are some other incidental situations where it's good, like, for example, against Field of Ruin decks, any land destruction, usually it'll stop your lands from getting blown up. Because basically what Leyline is doing is they're giving it every basic land type in addition to other land types, and most of the wording on the land destruction stuff is written as it has to be a non-basic land type. So my understanding is that you can't target these with a lot of the common land destruction effects like Field of Ruin and stuff like that. Can't target your lands with Guildpact in play. But anyway, yeah, so this is the main board tech. Now, one thing I note, almost all players I saw were playing 3 Stubborn Denial and to fit the 4 guild packs. I cut 1 Nishoba Brawler. Of course, if you've watched me for a while, you know I love Nishoba Brawler. But I just talked to some players that played at the regional championship, and just because there's so much rhinos and so much living end right now, that I talked to some players who really wanted the 4th stub in the main deck and wanted to find a way to fit it. So that's what I'm going with here. We'll see how I like it. Again, we're just going to play through a league. I'm not a huge fan of testing Magic Online stuff during these times after sets. I found it to be very hectic and also not that valuable long term, because basically everyone is going to, you know, we're right after the regional championship as well. So everyone's just going to net deck what they saw do well. And in this case, Rhinos with Guildpact did really well. You're also probably going to see a lot of Zoo decks, you know, players doing this. So, you know, we could play a league and play against Rhinos like 3 times or 4 times. And then, you know, all playing Guildpact, whatever. And then, you know, in 2 weeks, this players may have refined their list and realized like, hey, Guildpact's not that good. We need less of them. The meta has adapted, whatever. So that's one reason I'm not a huge fan of playing this time, but it is a new set out, and I haven't gotten to play with Guildpact yet, and I know I get a ton of people ask me, how is it? Like, is this for real? All this stuff. Obviously, he put up big results at the regional championship, so I was very surprised by that. I didn't think it would put up that great results, but again, the meta was not expecting it, so we'll see if the meta has adapted to it. And like I said, I think going forward, you might just see player, you know, even with decks where it was like, oh, this deck doesn't have an answer, you know, Scam doesn't have an answer to artifacts and enchantments in the main deck. And it's like, okay, well, they're going to add, you know, some kind of black, whatever, sacrifice an enchantment spell or something like that. So I think that's what we're going to see. And we might already have seen that adaptation. Moving to the sideboard, there's actually another card. There's actually 2 more cards from Murders of at Karlov Manor, sorry, that I talked about in my video last week, which is Pick Your Poison. I'm excited to try this out. This is obviously very good against the Guildpact decks, also very good against kind of any deck playing Artifact Enchantment, and then also good against like Murktide. So I'm excited for this one to try it out. I did put in the slot instead of Force of Vigor. I'm not sure if it will be better than Force of Vigor, or maybe it's better than Tear Asunder. I wanted to keep Tear Asunder in just because I feel like I'm going to play against 10 million Guildpacts, and I'd rather have it. There's certain decks where I don't want to pitch cards to Force of Vigor and 2-for-1 myself. So I think I'm going to just try this Pick Your Poison Tear Asunder split. This could easily be different, though, depending on how I like this sort of Guildpact stuff. So Pick Your Poison, of course, I talked about in my last video. I'm excited for that. The other card that I was not on my radar at all, but is now, is Repulsive Mutation. So there's a player that made day 2 at the regional championships in Denver, playing 3 of these in his main deck. And this was a card that the first time I read it, and like the first 5 times I read it, I misread it. And so I just thought it was really weak. I thought what it was saying is you play, you know, it's another version of counter target spell, you know, unless controller pays X. But if you read it carefully, that's not exactly what's going on here. So Repulsive Mutation. So what you're going to do is there's 2 separate steps to this. One is you're going to put X +1/+1 counters on target creature you control. That's just kind of a combat trick. That's not like super strong, but it can be nice in certain situations where, you know, maybe your opponent is like, you know, playing a bolt on your brawler, although you could just like counter in that situation. So maybe that's not the best example, but, you know, there's maybe some situations that counter matters. You know, your Kavu will stay alive to dress down in the later game. Like there's situations, and of course, like you can use this as a mana sink, you know, if you just have like 5 open mana and you need to get like +3/+3 to end a game. Then you can use that. But the bigger relevant part is the second part. It says counter up to 1 target spell unless its controller pays mana equal to the greatest power among creatures you control. So in most cases, if you're casting the spell Repulsive Mutation, I see it as a replacement for a Reprieve. So if you think about matchups where Reprieve is good, matchups like combo decks, big mana decks, things like that, you know, you're trying to use this on a spell that's like 3 mana or higher. The difference between Reprieve and this is a hard counter. So when you're against like Amulet Titan and they're casting their Titan, like instead of reprieving it and they just do the same thing next turn, so you basically have to win that turn, you can just like hard counter their Titan and win the game that way. Or, you know, same thing against One Ring, against Teferi. You know, there's like a lot of big kind of spells in the format. Obviously Cascade spells, this is good. Any of those things. And you might say, oh, this is a win more card because you have to have a creature alive on board and all this other stuff. But like, so is Reprieve. Like, you're not going to win a game if you have no pressure on board and you like Reprieve like a Yawgmoth or like a big, you know, a game winning spell for the opponent. And then they just cast again next turn and you haven't accomplished anything. So I think this could be better because in almost all cases, when you're casting this in the late game, I'm talking about like turn 3 or later, like at your worst, you're going to have a 3/3 on board, which means it's going to be, you know, basically pay 2, even if you put no counters on the Nacatl, you can pay 2 mana, you can pay green and blue to counter a spell unless your opponent pays 3. Obviously, if you have more mana, then you can, you know, pump whatever your creature is, and as well as countering the spell. And then, of course, like in a lot of cases, if you're talking about turn 3 or 4, like we're going to have a bigger threat on board. Like we're going to have a 4/4 in Scion, we're going to have a Kavu 5/5, you know, something like that. So like if you're talking about countering a spell unless opponent pays 5, like most, you know, or like 3, 4, or 5, like those are all kind of interchangeable, that like you're going to counter that opponent's spell. In a lot of cases, you know, it's not like Spell Pierce where like they can easily pay for it all the time. And of course, you can always, like I said, if you have mana, you can crank it up and like, you know, make your Kavu a 7/7 or an 8/8 and then counter that spell or something like that. So yeah, this the player who played it said it was like a very strong. And I think when you think of it as a counter spell, basically a counter spell for green and blue. So 2 mana counter spell, hard counter. I think that's the way to think of it. And then you know, kind of like Mana Leak, except for Mana Leak's like not good because it doesn't have this other part about putting counters. And also, like, again, if you have a Kavu or you have a Scion or a Brawler on board, then this is like better than, you know, then they're countering it for 4 unless the opponent pays 4, opponent pays 5, things like that. So again, I was initially like skeptical of this card, but after reading some more, I think like that's the way you need to think about it. Like, yes, like putting +1/+1 counters on things is cool. That's kind of like incidental. If you have extra mana, that's cool. But the big thing is you can hard counter things that, and we used to have a hard time hard countering. So like it's hard to, you know, we're a stubborn denial deck, but it's hard to have a counter if opponent, you know, we don't have a counter for opponent playing Grist, for opponent playing Yawgmoth, for playing Amulet Titan, or sorry, for playing you know, Primeval Titan, for playing like, just there's so many cards like Wormcoil Engine, like, you know, there's so many like big kind of like spells that like Stubborn Denial misses and this card hits. So I think that's like the power of this. And like I said, I think it's similar to Reprieve, except for I think it's going to win you games. I think there's some few corner cases where it's slightly worse than Reprieve. I'm thinking of like Mystical Dispute because this card is a blue. So, you know, your Rhino's opponent could dispute it, or your Living End opponent. So, I mean, that's a small ding, but I think like it'll probably be worth it for the games that's going to win against Amulet Titan, against Omnath, against like so many decks where you're just going to counter their spell and then win the game because you know you're going to pay 2 or 3 mana to counter their like game-winning spell and you're going to win the game. So that's what I think of Repulsive Mutation. Like I said, the player who played it said it was like amazing for him. He played 3 in the flex slots. He didn't play Guildpact. So I'm trying this out on the sideboard. If it ends up that Guildpact's like not, you know, in a few weeks, people are like, hey, this Guildpact card's not good. Then I could see playing this in the main deck as like a 2 of, you know, kind of like we had those 3 flex slots, like, and basically instead of Reprieve, I could see this being good. So that was a really long-winded explanation for talking about these new cards, but I just wanted to showcase them because I know a lot of people are interested in like, hey, what's new from the set? And this is exciting because, you know, normally for Zoo and from a modern set, we get like 0 to 1 cards. And in this case, we got like 3 playable cards. So, you know, it's a pretty exciting time to try out some new stuff. And then the rest of the sideboard and list is like pretty much stock. The one thing I am concerned about, like, so obviously I have a ton of Rhinos and Cascade Hate, but like sideboarding against Rhinos might be a little tricky because like I don't know if we're leaving in the guild packs, then like it's hard for me to take out enough cards to bring in all my hate that I want to bring in because like basically I've got 4, 5, 6 cards, 7, 8 cards I want to bring in. And if I'm leaving in 4 guild pack, like, what am I going to cut all my burn spells? Maybe that doesn't feel amazing. And then there's also the debate of like now some of those Rhinos lists that are playing guild pack are playing Leyline Binding, which makes Tear Asunder better. It might change the matchup a little bit. So again, we're just kind of in this like in between phase where I'm gonna have to do a bunch of testing and adjusting to, you know, the list. And that's kind of what happens after any new set, but especially like when something shakes up the meta, which is kind of what Guildpact has done, at least for this past weekend. So we're going to kind of play through a league. I'm highly expecting to play like a bunch of random matchups that might not necessarily be representative of like a competitive event in the future. Like I'm expecting almost everyone to be playing this card. So I'm expecting to be like, you know, we'll play against like Rhinos and Zoo like 4 out of the 5 rounds. Whereas like you might go to a tournament in 2 weeks and like you're not going to face that matchup spread. Yes, Rhinos might be the most popular deck, but like you're not going to face it in 80% of your matches. You know what I mean? But anyway, that was a lot of talking. Let's get into the action. If you want to support me, you can subscribe, totally free. If you're already subscribed, you can check out in the description, I've got a way to, you can send me a one-time payment, or you can send me a kind of monthly subscription sort of payment to support what I'm doing. Again, I'm trying to get to, 1,000 subscribers, keep growing the channel so I can eventually like monetize, get money from, advertisements that you guys are already watching. But currently I'm too small to do that. So anything you have helps to, support me for what I'm doing. And we're going to just play a league. I could have played a prelim. I don't love testing in leagues at this kind of juncture of a new set cycle, because you end up playing against a lot of like, matchup spread that's, like I said, not very representative of a competitive meta. But I also didn't really want to play in a prelim. I have so many QPs, and I also don't feel comfortable kind of jamming stuff without doing some serious testing with like the new cards we have. Again, Leyline the Guildpact, pretty crazy card. I was, if you watch my last video, I was pretty low on it, but we'll see. Everyone at the RC said it was really good, so I will be happy to be wrong if it is really good, but we'll see. All right, starting off with game 1, match 1. I'm fully expecting my opponent to be playing a Leyline deck. I'm not going to mulligan this hand. This hand's good. We'll keep Kahira, so probably Control. Control also did pretty well at the RC, so I'm not surprised that some people are going to be jamming Control. It's also like a lot of Cascade, and I think Control's pretty good into like Rhinos and Living End. So he could be playing Run 6. He could be playing Prismatic Ending. I have a few options here. I think I'm likely to just play Nacatl. That way next turn I can double spell with Nacatl plus Ragavan. I think that's better against a control deck than just playing Scion of Draco. He also could play Run 6. I could ping my Ragavan. So I think for all those reasons I'm going to play Nacatl. I just want to think about the sequencing here. We have to make sure we have green and red on separate mana, which should be fine. I'm trying to think if... I guess we'll just make our Nacatl a 2/2 in case he is playing Run 6. So we would probably go green, white, and then red, blue here. And I think that's what we'll stick with. Nice. I got my old border Temple Garden that they now have on MTGO, so that's pretty exciting. Of course, there's no old border Triomes yet, so it is what it is. We make do. Okay, we'll see what he's got going here. Let's see if he has Surveil lands. Probably. That's the other new hotness. Some people have asked me about those. I think the mana base is just too tight for Zoo to like play those. Like, I'm only playing one Triome in my mana base because I just cut the second one, and like it is nice to like be able to fetch for tap lands, like do this, but like and it's the same reason to me that we don't play like Boseiju. Oh, okay, he's playing this deck. So this is like an Aspiring Spike brew. I saw him playing today. We should actually be okay against Counterbalance. I mean, we'll see, I guess. I think it's unlikely he's got a 1-drop on top. Famous last words. Also, I don't think he could have a 4-mana board wipe, but not a 3-mana one. Okay, so let's get, not Sacred Foundry, because that would ruin everything. Green, white, and then we'll get Steam Vents, red, blue, and then we'll attack with our Nacatl. I don't want to dash Ragavan. It is nice to do it sometimes against control, but I should probably look at what this list has. I guess I could get blown out by like the one that just like gets rid of all permanents, but there's no way he's playing it with Counterbalance. All right, I think I'll play Nacatl first. I guess there's a world where he counters this. I mean, if he has 2 1-drops on top, then I'll be so sad. Okay, Teferi. I think it's a good strategy against control builds. Like, there's no Fury, and now I'm just going really wide. So, like, his Teferi could bounce, like, 1 spell, but I'm still swinging for a lot. I do just have to watch out for the Verdict. I don't know if he's main decking it, though. Yeah, I'm expecting him to jam Teferi, but it's not that great. Like, he'll bounce Nacatl, I guess, and then I'll swing for 1 million. Yep. Okay, we get Stub. We can't counter Verdict. We have a lot of pressure on board. Let's attack first. I don't want to kill Teferi. I don't think I care about Teferi. I don't have a way to turn on Stub right now, so I'm just going to attack face. Could have Solitude. That's fine, too. I should look at these decks for main deck and Verdict. I don't know if they are. See if he has Solitude for Ragavan. Doesn't look like he does. Maybe he does. Yeah, it looks like he does. Really thinking about it. Okay. Opponent's at 10. Our Burnout Plan's probably going to be pretty good here. Get an Opt. Pretty sweet. I could scry one to draw a card. I probably will. I'll just do this now. Hope he doesn't have a 1-drop on top. Reveals Counterspell. Okay. Probably looking for a land. Bolt's also tempting, though. Probably keep this on top, I guess. The problem is if... no, I think we take this, right? Like, if he goes Verdict here, I could play this Nacatl. If he goes Verdict, that's bad. What if he doesn't go Verdict, though? Because the problem is if he goes Verdict, I can't do a whole lot. Like, I can't cast Scion, right? So... the play not, like, if I don't play Nacatl, I'm not really using my mana. I could pay 2 to Travel Flames him for 4. He's going to go to 6. And then we can't double bolt him next turn. Oh, man. Let's see. He's going to have Counterspell up next turn. I'm just trying to think if I'm overthinking it. If I don't even know if he's playing main deck Verdict, so I probably should have checked that. Actually, I guess I'll just check right now. Okay, I think he's not playing Verdict. I actually think he doesn't have any Verdict in the 75, so we'll risk it. Could also bolt him right now with the treasure token, knowing that I can't get countered. I think I'm in a good spot. I mean, he could, I guess, have Verdict, land plus Verdict, but I just think he doesn't. Yeah, okay. So he's just dead. You have like, nope, okay. Yeah, we get a land. It's exciting. I think we attack with everything. Yeah, I'm expecting Solitude. Okay. Okay, so we'll gain some life from this. Oh, never mind. I gain life from this. I think I'm just going to dump my hand here. Yeah, I think that's what I'm likely to do, is you have a second Solitude. That'd be great for me. Dumps his entire hand. I proceed to just win. Yeah, I think we're just going to go Nacatl plus everything. Again, I think it's unlikely he has a 12 drop on top of his deck. Could be wrong. Okay, let's see how I don't win this turn, right? If I bolt him now, I'll see what's on top of his deck, and then Tribal Flames him, and he'll lose. So if he has a 1 drop on top, then I know not to play Nacatl. I guess he can shuffle here. Yep. Yeah. Okay, so he can Surveil to try to find a 1 drop. That's fine. I guess this is the little combo he does. Okay. So he gets Polluted Delta. Pretty cool. Now he's just dead. He has Force Negation in his hand. Then I'll play Scion. Okay, we got there. Sorry, a little weird game. I mean, unless that's last card or blue card, Force Negation, which I don't think they are. Okay, pretty handy win. Yeah, and this is the Aspiring Spike deck that's trying to like control stuff this way. I don't even know if I want to sideboard at all for this. I guess I probably do. Like Bolt's probably bad, given what he's playing. Whoa, crazy. Some crazy stuff going on here. Okay, make these a little bigger. Maybe not that big, huh? All right, I think this is a matchup for... we could do Tear Asunder. I don't think he's playing One Ring. It's definitely a matchup for Repulsive Mutation. Might not be a Guildpact matchup, but it's probably even less so a Bolt matchup. You can like bounce Guildpact and stuff, although that's not like the end of the world. Like I could bring in 2 Tear Asunders. Let me see what else he's playing. Okay, I think this is fine. He's playing Terminus, which is a little concerning, but I think I just submit this. I think you could argue to have a Fluster, maybe. I don't think I need any Artifact or Enchantment Hate. Like, I don't care about his Counterbalance stuff, as we saw there. I just go under it. So, I think this is fine. I would like to choose by Companion. This hand is awkward. I'm going to have to ship this back. Only because 3 Scions, I can't even cast them. I don't even like Scion that much on the draw against control. I mean, it's fine, but like you can just hold up counters, so I think I'm mulling this. Alright, we're doing the thing. It's that easy sometimes, huh? Alright, let's see if our opponent can beat it. Mysterious player 3/3 Nacatl. Again, our opponent can hold up Counterspell, so we might want to slow roll the Scion here. Sure. Pretty sure their deck's playing Counterspell. Maybe it's just the Restore Balance thing. Nice, look at this. Look at this, we're doing the thing. Just how we drew it up. So I just have to be concerned about my opponent subtletying. It's not even that bad. Countering is a big deal, though. Oh, is my opponent tapping out here? Then it's game over, I think. I guess he can Teferi bounce Leyline, but he's still in a bad position then. Doing something. Oust. Okay. All right, well, that's your answer. Now I have something else for you. I got something else. So now even if he has Teferi, is what it is. You can bounce the Guildpact, and I'll just still swing with my Teferi. Yep. All right, well, we got the 2-carded combo. We'll see if we can win, though. I mean, he's got Teferi bounce the Guildpact, but I can still hold up Stub, plus attack with Scion. I guess you go Teferi bounce Guildpact plus Solitude. And I will accept it. Accept my fate. But he's got to have that in hand. Man, Scion of Draco with everything. Okay, if that's all he's got, he's really going to have a bad time. Because now we can hold up Stub. And we'll just hit him with this 4/4. Oh man, what a surprise. I didn't think we would draw this. Yeah, we just attack. And we play our Nacatl. Don't think I need to grab Jegantha here. I think it's better to hold up something. Gets a subtlety on top. Probably a little too late. He's got another subtlety in hand. Turn Scolding, maybe. I could counter this. I could just try to protect Scion from something. Like, let's see, he go Jace the Mind Sculptor. I think I just protect the Scion. I don't think I can lose. I guess he could have... No, I'm just going to protect my combo here. I'll let that fly. Play land. Pass turn. I don't think I care about this. And he'll scry to draw a card. Again, I'm just kind of trying to protect my Scion. Slash my Guildpact. Pact, I guess. Okay, it's got a million surveils. 1 top, 1 bottom. He already knows what's on top, though. I guess he drew 1, so we'll see what's on top here. See if he does the miracle thing. Not seem like it. What does this guy do? Sacrifice it, scry 2. Okay, so do the old dashy here. Is dashing actually good? I have to pay 2 mana every turn. Put him at... I could just play Ragavan. No, I think we'll dash here. I just don't think it's going to be Jegantha game. See if he has a 1-drop on top. Or sorry, 1 mana spell on top. He hasn't countered anything yet. He might. I think I'll just let it go. Wait, I have to let go anyway. She's just not to use. I'm guessing that's Terminus then. Okay. Pitches Omen in the Sea. I'm pretty sure it's just in like desperation mode here. I think we want to top this. Quite the game of Magic, huh? Just as Richard Garfield intended. Just as he intended. Old Counterbalance versus Guildpact, Modern 2023. I'm feeling a Terminus here. Or Jace. So if he doesn't have a 1-drop on top, huh? No 1-drop on top, please. Alright, sweet. We good. Alright, good luck, opponent. You got 1 card left. We will dashy. Counterbalance on top. We know that already. And then I could play Counterbalance, which I just might. That's at 3. I mean, I don't know what else I'm going to do, right? I guess I could grab Jegantha here, but I think I'd rather just play Counterbalance. Maybe Jegantha's better. I guess my Counterbalance could get countered by his Counterbalance. No, I don't know what's on his top card. Oh, it was still Counterbalance. I'm an idiot, right? Didn't I just exile Counterbalance? What the fuck? Oh, no, I attacked. I got the treasure. What did I just exile? Oh, I thought I exiled a Counterbalance. Did he have a second Counterbalance? Yeah, I guess he... Right, he revealed another Counterbalance. So he had 3 Counterbalances in a row, or two in a row on top of his deck. All right, whatever. We know he's going to draw it, so Counterbalance is a dead draw for him. You can try Scry 2 and then try to... I don't know what he can do from here. I think we're just going to win. All right, not much of a game. Obviously, we had the 2-card combo, so drop in the comments why it's the greatest combo ever. Seemed pretty good there. Although I think that Counterbalance deck, like, I don't know. They don't have enough removal for us. Like, Counterbalance doesn't do anything against us, and we just had an aggressive hand in game 1. So I don't know if it's a bad matchup for them or a good matchup for us, or I just like had good draws and they had bad draws. But like they're basically playing control with like less removal. All right, let's see how this hand's looking. I think this hand's fine to keep. We're on the play, so we're going to turn 1 Ragavan, turn 2 Kavu. Pretty good curve out. Let me think of the sequencing here. We could go red, white, and green, black. No. We go red, blue, green, black, and then white. I think that's fine. That's fine. Maybe my opponent will think I'm a breach deck with my turn 1 Flooded Strand. I guess not with Flooded Strand, huh? So if they're a life total pressuring deck, then taking 1 less, shocking 1 less time could be relevant. We'll see. So I can like Rhino. Just yield through the turn. Interesting. Anything. Nobly Rhinos has Cut Dead Gone if they're playing the Guildpact package. Looks like it's not that. Maybe it's Scam. Maybe it's Giver of Ruins. Hammer Time, okay. This is a pretty easy play, I would say. Scion of Draco is good. We're just going to do the old Bolt plus... it's a little awkward, right? So I can go, Bolt and then Overgrown Tomb. Okay, easy day. And we'll attack. Hammer Time's interesting. Not a matchup I played recently. Has fallen off a lot. Maybe it's back. Don't know. Okay. And then let's get our Overgrown Tomb. I'm trying to think if I want Heath or Foothills. We already have the plains in hand, so maybe Foothills is more versatile. I don't know. The next turn we can go Scion plus our board, and we'll probably be in a good spot, I assume. The trick is to just be on the play with Ragavan plus removal spell. And then it's hard to lose. That's the secret to Magic the Gathering. Especially when I can follow it with Plains plus Scion of Draco. Like, I don't know what my opponent's going to do here, but whatever they do, they're going to take a lot of damage for it. Ballista for 1. Okay, good luck. So I guess they can block Kavu and then ping Ragavan. I guess we'll loot away this. Do we want to loot away the basic? Maybe we'll loot away the basic. I feel like we'll probably loot away the basic. So he blocks here, pings... Here after blocks, doesn't take any damage. Walking Ballista, so maybe it's not Hammer Time, maybe it's something else that I'm missing. Okay, that is a way to do it as well, right? Oh, because it would have first strike and trample anyway, so it wouldn't make a difference, I guess. That's fine. Loot away land. He could have Soul Cauldron, I guess, but nah, I don't care. Like, I could exile the Ballista thinking he has Soul Cauldron, but I don't think I care. I think I just want like a burn spell. Another Kavu's fine. I don't know what my opponent's doing. They're cooking. Oh, it's a Heliod deck. Okay, well... I don't know how if they're using their Solitude now, I don't know how they're going to kill a Scion, but that's fine. All right, cool. They have dumped their hand. I guess they have 3 cards now. Okay, there's a Soul Cauldron. That's not that scary without creatures. It bolts pretty cool. We're just going to hold this land in hand to loot. I think it's better than grabbing Jegantha here. Again, I think I'm in a pretty good spot. We don't have a way to deal with Heliod right now, but they just pitch 1, so... And I have such big creatures that even them doing something with Soul Cauldron doesn't really do all that much. There you go. All right, this is not a matchup I played very often, so I don't know exactly how I'm going to board here. Heliod, I don't have any Graveyard Hate, notably. I don't think they have a way to deal with this very easily. I could be wrong. So we definitely want to keep this crap in. Tear Asunder, maybe? They're going to bring in that stupid, what is it? Ariok Champion? Ariok Champion's pretty annoying, actually. I want Prismatic Ending, then. And I'm going to want Tear Asunders, too. Let me pick your poisons better than Tear Asunder. It's probably not. These cards I want. Ragavan might not be that good here. He has Ballista plus that, like I said, that Ariok Champion's really annoying. I don't know what else is not good. I don't really know what his deck's doing. Maybe Stub's bad. A lot of creatures, it seems like. I guess they have Coco, so maybe like 2 is fine. Although if they have Coco, maybe I just... do I want Mutation then? Mutation... God, this doesn't seem like a Mutation matchup, but it also doesn't really seem like a Stub matchup. Let's try keeping 2 Stubs in. I don't know exactly... Like, my opponent does have some stuff that's subbable. They might go Coco or something. Maybe Mutation's just better, though. I can hit, like, a Hardcast Solitude or something. See if we can just magically get the combo we're looking for. All right, easy. Magic the Gathering, baby. The trick is to win game 1, and then game 2 on the play, you just assemble your 2-card combo that wins. It's definitely skill. Then we'll keep the 7. I do have some opening hand actions. Notably, this combo feels amazing when you have it, although, like, statistically... I think it's like 16% chance of having it. Oh my, I feel bad for my opponent. About to take the Pain Train. I mean, they could have an answer to this. Maybe they have something, but I still play my Ragavan, so. And if they go Ariok Champion, then I can deal with it, but I might just play Scion. The lifelink going. Yeah, you get like 16% of hands. Obviously, that doesn't include, it's gonna be less than that for hands that, oh, maybe he's got Binding. Oh, Prismatic Ending, okay. They're playing Teferi. Okay. All right, let's see if you got an answer to this guy. Yeah, it's like 16%, and it's probably a little less than that because like you need 2 lands in hand to like you need some other stuff. But I don't know, just having it 2 times in 4 games is obviously way above percentage. So we'll see. You could have Leyline Binding, but even that I'm not too worried about. See what he's got here. Okay. Notably, I can Tear Asunder that and just get the same thing back. So see if he Solitudes my Scion. I feel like that's maybe what he's doing. Oh, I could Tear Asunder that actually. I have Prismatic Ending for that too. I think I just want to get my thing back, gain a bunch of life, and then play Nacatl. Oh no, I have to fetch lands. Maybe I'll just get my 2 basics here. Green, white, and then this can get something. Again, I don't know if I should be worried about Soul Cauldron. I don't think so. Maybe it's better to... Let's see, you could Solitude in response. I'm just trying to think how this backfires. Is he going to pressure my life total at all? Probably not, right? I'll just do this now. Yeah, he could have Solitude in hand, but that pitches in his entire hand. So if he does that, then I will accept it. He also missed a land drop. So he could have it. I think I'm fine taking this damage. Although, maybe I want to get green, white, and then green. I'm just trying to think for a second. So if I go... No, I want to get red, blue, and then I can get... I missequenced this a little bit. All right, whatever. I think we'll still be fine. I took some... I didn't think through sequencing of, like... I forgot I'm on turn 3, so I can actually play Nacatl. So I should have done something with, like, this could give me a basic forest to save life. I don't think it'll matter, but could be a Solitude. Okay, so he pitched his whole hand. Which is fine having a Nacatl, but now I just regret taking so much damage, but I don't think it matters. I guess I could attack first. That would have been smart, huh? Actually, I'm not going to take damage. I'm an idiot. I have this Leyline of the Guildpact thing going. And I still have an answer for his Soul Cauldron, notably. My opponent has 0 cards in hand. So he definitely boarded in the tech to stop the Scion thing. I wonder if I should have just attacked first. Not worried about the... Yeah, he has nothing. So now I can just attack. I wonder if I should... No, I don't think I want a Prismatic Ending yet. I'm going to wait till he does something relevant. So I think I want to save it, and I'll just get Jegantha right now. Like, his Soul Cauldron is not doing anything right now until he gets another creature. See what he's got here. 1 mana white, another Binding, Prismatic Ending, sure. Now it looks like getting Jegantha was a smart move. Okay. Attack with Nacatl, play Jegantha. Wish they had the Arena auto tapper sometimes. I guess it caused like too many problems or something. I don't really know. Don't really know. Okay. So on a 2-turn clock. Even if he gets a creature, I can exile it. Looks like he hit a land. I don't know what he's going to get. 4 mana. Hopefully not something good. 1 ring. Oh, that is good. We will be exiling that. Land's not so good. So let's go green, red, go black, go blue. Okay. Cast for 4. All right, can I do this? Let's click done to finish paying, but it's not. Oh, I didn't tap a white source. I'm an idiot. Classic. Most annoying clicking ever. All right. Put your 1 card. Opponent has protection or he's an attack. And pass the turn. Might even crack this fetch to thin and get some more types. Maybe thinning is overrated. This spot. Giver. I'm not going to do a whole lot here. Actually, thinning's probably fine here. Okay. You have a 2-3 giver. Good luck. You have no cards in hand. Okay. You have a 3-4 giver. That is indeed something. I think we'll... Triome that should stay in the deck, actually. Because I can cycle a Triome. Okay. Land cycling did fucking nothing. Back with Jegantha. So you can pump his giver bigger than my Jegantha in 2 turns. We could crack some more fetches to thin. I think we probably will. I don't think life total matters at all in this game. At least in this position. I just want to get every land out of my deck, unless it's a Triome and I can cycle that. Did I play land that turn? All right. That was fun. Good magic. Yeah, so of course it's powerful. We know that. It's just a question of how often it's going to come up. Like, notably, I have not drawn a Leyline to Guildpact yet in a position where I needed to really top deck something. I guess I didn't play that game as cleanly because I could have thought, like, hey, maybe I just, like, maybe he is holding up Solitude. And then I could wait for him to pitch Solitude. And then I could, yeah, that could have been cleaner playing. It's just, I'm new to the deck. So, like, really what I could have done is just attack with Scion, play Nacatl, and then just waited, because the life gain is not really that relevant. So it's like just waited for him to Solitude. Honestly, if I just attacked, I think he would have just Solituded there. Maybe I'm wrong though. And then I could just held up Tear Asunder until he like does something, and then destroyed it eventually to get the Guildpact back. But in that situation, like, he's not really pressuring my life total. So the biggest thing was lifelink there. And if he has a removal spell, then he has the removal spell, and you know, and then the hexproof doesn't do anything anyway. So yeah, I definitely could have played that more cleanly. It's just I'm new with the card, so is what it is. 2-0 so far. Obviously, we've had, you know, kind of high rolling the new card, so I'm not like putting a ton of stock into that. I mean, as long as we keep high rolling, we'll be good, right? Okay, still have Jegantha as our companion. We're on the draw against the Jegantha deck. It's probably the mirror match. This hand is pretty bad in the mirror, so we'll win this. We have Guildpact. I think we probably keep just for that reason. Probably put a bolt back. You can go turn one Ragavan. I'll still kill with a Guildpact plus bolt. So we'll see. It doesn't look like he has Guildpact though. He goes Ragavan. Pretty much whatever he does, I'm gonna kill him. Turn one. If he binds my Guildpact, it's a little annoying. I want to play your Hierarch. Okay. So he's playing. I don't know what he's playing, but whatever it is. I do have Ragavan now. That's exciting. He could have a way to deal with this, but I think we still. What do I want to do here? If we play the plane, we take 2 damage to do this. But we get this in play. If we do this, there's no way we can cast Kavu next turn, so I think we just take the 2 damage. There's a deck with Jegantha plus Noble Hierarch. I have no idea what he's doing. So we just wait. He's playing Rockrick or something with Stomping Ground too. Suspicious for sure. Let's see if he binds my Leyline. That'll be a little sad. Doesn't really have great mana for it though. He'd have to have blue-white. No, he doesn't. Oh, so he's just playing a terrible zoo list. Okay. Shouldn't be so critical here. So I can play Kavu. It's really bad if he has binding, right? Because if I play Kavu, he has binding, then my Kavu shrinks and I can't fucking do anything. I think we'll just do it anyway, and just assume he doesn't have it. If he does, eventually I'll draw another land and get my thing back. I'm also notably not going to. I don't think I'm going to block the Brawler here if he attacks. Let's see if he has binding. Because if he attacks, let's see, he could pump and then kill my. I think Kavu's better than Brawler in this matchup. Plus I have Tribal Flames in hand. Let's see if he has binding. Looks like he does. Nope. He's going to try attack first and blow me out. And I will not fall for that. I will not fall for your tricks. I really need to hit a third line drop here. Again, I'm expecting a binding. Okay, he's also playing a bad mana base, obviously. You're binding. Oh, okay. Good luck, sir. Okay, so we get a third land. It's kind of exciting. Now we have to think of what we're going to do here. Probably just Tribal Flames. I don't love to Tribal Flames a Brawler. I could bind a Brawler, but then you can get it back potentially. Whereas he's showing that he doesn't have a binding in hand. I kind of want to save this binding in case he can get rid of my Guildpact. Problem is, like, I'm not really getting ahead if right now he's ahead of me. And if I just Tribal Flames plus bind and attack for 5, maybe that's enough. And I just deal with two his creatures. I only have 1 threat on board though, and it's using a lot of resources to do that. I kind of like it though. I mean, he can get his stuff back is the problem, I guess, with this line. Yeah, let's just save the Tribal Flames for face. I don't know. I think this is fine. I'm not trading. Maybe Monkey's bad here. It steals everything off of his deck. Like, I could try to not bind right now. In case he has like a better, like he could have like Scion, which would be a bigger issue than. Nah, I won't. I think I'm just gonna go for this now. Let's see. This will shrink. I'm trying to think if I need to. Yeah, let's just sequence this differently, right? I could have gotten I only have 3 types, so he could potentially bolt this. Then I have nothing. I guess if he has binding, it's not that big a deal, right? If he let's see, he could have stub. I guess that's the reason it is now. I guess we'll just do it now. He is Brawler back, but we'll see. Again, the mirror is not something I play a lot. You can also just play his own Guildpact next turn, but I think I'm ahead. But it feels a little precarious because I have like nothing in hand. I kind of used up all my bullets. And he could just have binding on Brawler and then kill my Kavu. Okay, he could also have that. Interesting. I could play Ragavan and then just wait. Like, he'll attack with Kavu. Probably bolt my Ragavan if I care. Maybe I just... Because I think attacking into Kavu, he's got 2 cards in hand. Isn't that great? I could dash Ragavan and attack. The problem is if I let him attack, he can just loot. And I don't actually kill him on the crackback. Maybe I just attack, Do I want to loot this Ragavan? I feel like Ragavan's good. I just can't connect through this Kavu right now. So I could just trade and then have nothing on board and then do what though? Nothing really. If he tries to bind Kavu. I guess we're kind of in a position where no one can attack, right? I guess you just bolt Ragavan here. It's kind of annoying. At 10. I think I'm in an okay spot. If he attacks me, I think I just let it through. I guess you get a Scion. Scion would be the biggest issue here. I don't know if I played this well. I'm a little rusty playing Modern. Plus, like I said, the mirror is like kind of weird. Also, I don't know why he was playing Noble Hierarch. I'm like so confused. I guess he could be on a Rockrick build, but I would like a Scion top deck. I only assembled one part of my combo. This is unfair. And there's no way I'm blocking this, right? I'm not blocking. I mean, you can play another creature. Loots away a Kavu. That was unexpected. I'm not taking this. See if he has double burn spell in hand. Plays another Kavu. All right, now I'm kind of in trouble. Unless I get exactly Scion here. Yeah, we'll just do this game then. So I don't think I attack here. I mean, he could double attack, loot, double loot, and then like try to find a removal spell that way. Just kind of bad for me, I guess. I could attack with one. Maybe I should loot away Ragavan. I had the opportunity to. Maybe on this board stage he just wasn't good. And I expect my opponent discarded a Kavu to draw a Kavu, which is kind of crazy to me. I put Jegantha in hand. That's a very good sign. All right, Scion. All right. Now I think we're just going to attack with both. Let's see. We could attack with all three. The problem is attacking with both. You could block one, let the other through, go to 5, and then I like basically lose. I will loot away this land though. And this is like maybe not me playing the cleanest. And Brawler's not bad. Okay, that was shocking. I think that was the correct thing to do, but maybe I'm wrong. What's this going to be? So now I can chump one of his creatures. So like I don't know what his move is here. Okay. No. I guess he could have binding and blow me out, but I'm keeping my Brawler alive. I mean, he could have like 2 burn spells, I guess. Although his entire playing didn't seem like that was the thing. Jegantha. It's like Jegantha. Okay. Now we force him into bad blocks. Okay. So we could loot both, right? So he has to block 1, 2. So he has to block these 3 and the Ragavan connects. We loot 2 things. It's risky if I flip exactly Tribal Flames. But if I flip Bolt or Binding, it's good. Yeah, I think it's probably worth just looting twice. Classic. I know. I just have the feeling that I'm going to flip a Tribal Flames. Discard a card. Discard a card. Yeah, Nacatl. Not lethal, but I might flip something off his deck. It's at 3 life. Binding doesn't... this is on his card. Okay. I could use the treasure now to grab Jegantha. Although then I'm 2 turns away from casting. I don't think that's that strong. Decisions, huh? I guess he could have like Burnt Bolt plus something else in hand. And I just like lose. I guess Jegantha good here. I don't think so. I guess if I drew a land and then connect with Ragavan again, Jegantha's relevant. I mean, if he's got me, he's got me. I'll accept it if you just have like 2 Tribal Flames in hand. Okay. All right, so the mirror. Very exciting. Matchup I want to test. Again, I don't know if he's on the tech or not. I feel like he probably is. So we get to play the mirror game, which is exciting. So what do we bring in the mirror? This is a good one, right? Okay, so I think I keep all this crap in here. I think I'm on the draw, so I'm inclined to cut a little bit on my 1-drops. Ragavan on the draw, definitely less good. I want Prismatic Endings for sure. I want Tear Asunders. I think I just want all this hate, honestly. I don't think I want Repulsive Mutation. I think I'm going to cut on stubs. I think I want to play to the board more. So I went Legion's End. It's pretty good against Kavu and Nacatl. Or sorry, all against his 1-drops. Although I am already bringing in like quite a bit of removal. Do I want Mutation? I don't think I want Mutation. I don't think Permission in the mirror is where you want to be at. I could cut all Ragavans also, maybe to bring in more something. I don't know. I think this is fine. Legion's End could be good against like Kavus. But I'm also bringing in like Prismatic Ending plus, I guess that's it. Pick your poison. A lot of stuff to kill Scion. Scion is like the most important card in this matchup in the mirror, even without the Guildpact. So we'll see. Again, I haven't played a ton of mirrors. Definitely not with the new tech. All right, I am back for game 2. This hand's good, I think, because basically I just want more removal on the draw, and I have it in Bolt and Pick Your Poison. It's exciting because I have a new card in my hand. So we obviously don't have the nuts, but we have the answer to their nuts, which look like they have. So, Xander's Lounge, pass. Okay, if we can get Foothills. Windswept Heath, go. If he plays a Brawler here, it's like so nice for me. I think it's unlikely. Also, he's playing Xander's Lounge, and I'm not a huge fan of this kind of mana base, by the way. I don't like Xander's Lounge in this deck. I used to play it like way back when the Dominaria United came out, because you end up with shit like this. Breeding Pool plus, mysteriously hard cast. Not double spell. Okay. All right, well, he's clearly holding up something, so I think I'm just going to kill his Ragavan. Guess he could have Spell Pierce. Might be sad. Also, it doesn't have Binding mana up. He could have just like, I don't know, Ragavan is a little scary. I might just upkeep bolt his Ragavan. You could have double stub. I could also play my own Ragavan. What does this mean? Red, white, black, green. So I'll need green, blue no matter what. I need blue yet, though. Maybe I just get a forest. Save me some life. Okay, so my options are, I can bolt him right now. He goes stub. He could have double stub in hand. He could have Spell Pierce. Spell Pierce would be unusual for this deck. The biggest blowout is if he has Spell Pierce. I think I could wait till his upkeep to do this, but then he could have double stub. Be pretty bad, but maybe not that bad. Actually, if he uses double stub, I'm just taking the L. I'll wait till upkeep. Yeah, Spell Pierce. Yeah, cool. Cool. You love to see it. That's kind of a weird sequence. I just assume he has stub. Unless he... Oh, I guess maybe he didn't have a red. That's probably what it is. He either has stub or he didn't have a... his mana base was too awkward. Yeah. Maybe it was just bait to get me to do something. Although nobody, I haven't taken any damage from my lands, which is always a good place to be in the mirror match. Breeding Pool. I will not be paying 2 life. Trouble Flames. This is a little awkward because I can't double spell right here. It's also awkward because he could have stub up right now. So I just play my Kavu. Let me think for a second if I want to. I don't think I want to fetch Shock to play Ragavan. Could be wrong though. Trying to think of what he could do. I think this is okay. Maybe he has binding and I can just get my Kavu back. My turn. And then we can just get a tapped red source here. And we probably won't block here with our handful of gas like this. If he attacks. Okay, he's doing something. Again, he could have stub in hand, which is a little concerning. Oh, shocking. Interesting. Okay. He's got some big he's going to play. Okay. Will not block. So I can have Scion here. Maybe his own Kavu. Okay. Probably red, white, huh? The red source. So many red stuff in my hand. So he could have binding. He could have... Ooh, okay. How do we deal with this, right? So most likely he has binding in hand or something else. So I think the safest play is probably to just Tribal Flames him right now. He stubs it. I play Scion and attack now because then he just doesn't block. I guess I just... I could just double spell Scion plus Kavu and not attack here. And then he attacks with everything and then still blows me out with a binding. So if he has stub... Although he doesn't really blow me out with binding. Actually, I think this is fine. I think I'm just going to double spell here. Do I not have basic forest in my deck? What the fuck did I just do? Oh, here it is. I'm an idiot. Okay, I'm at 11. Am I in a position to attack right here? Probably not. Like, if he has one removal spell, he could do a removal spell on these. Not a great spot. The rule is I should have blocked with Kavu. I feel like he has a binding, and I might just die here. Need something that can chump. I don't know. These mirrors are tough to play. I don't think I'm playing this correctly. Like, I just think he has stub up. If he wants a 2 for 2 his board, then I'll accept that, because I'll just get my Scion back with Pick Your Poison. I think that might be what's coming. Or if he has Tribal Flames in hand, he can just Tribal Flames. Dude, what the fuck? Okay, so we know he likely has stub in hand. We Tribal Flames 1 right now. He goes stub. I'm just trying to think the sequence here. Like, I think he almost certainly has binding in hand. Unfortunately, Pick Your Poison is not ideal. So we attack with everything. He does not have to block. He'll take 14, go to 1, and then he can hold up. I don't think we can attack with everything. I think we can definitely attack with Scion. Maybe we just attack with Scion. Yeah, let's just attack with Scion here. Then we have Ragavan to chomp. So 11. Play Ragavan. Let me think for a second, actually, then I don't mess this up. Play Ragavan. Play land. Grab Jegantha. Maybe I'm playing this too conservatively. Like, I could have just, like, beat him down. I think I'm in a good position, though. I'm just trying to play around his stub plus binding. I guess he would use it by now if he had it, but it is what it is. And again, I think, like, if he attacks, I just block everything. I can't risk him having Tribal Flames. I guess he could, like, bolt plus something else. Let's see what he does here. It's 2 cards in hand. Could be playing this too conservatively. It's possible. Paying some mana to do something. Putting Jegantha in hand. That's a good sign for me. Can't attack, sure. I'm not going to crack that Foothills right now. Do we want to move yet? We can put him... We can attack again. I just want him to have to use this binding. I don't actually think I need to, like, go for the blowout here. Maybe I'm playing too conservatively. Like, entirely in the realm of possibility. Tribal Flames him. Tribal Flames a Kavu. I guess I'm not being very mana efficient by doing this how I did it. Maybe I should just attack with Kavus. Like, I'm giving it a chance. Like, I think he has stub in hand. I don't see how he gets out of this one. Like, I could fire off this Tribal Flames and just get the, like, I'll only put him at 1, though. No, I think I save it. I don't think I need Jegantha here. Could I fetch differently? Like, he's at 5. He's really, like, trying to thin here. I think if I could have fetched differently, he's got to use his mana, right? At some point, he's going to just do the all attack. Maybe he'll play his own Scion. Be spicy meatball. That's what he's waiting for. Maybe his own Guildpact plus Scion, then I'd lose. It'd be interesting. I think maybe I played this too conservatively. I think I should have just attacked like with everything 2 turns ago and like forced him to make bad blocks. It's fairy. Okay, that's like fine. He's dead now. You can have stub up. Yeah. I just block with Ragavan and Nacatl. Trade 1 with Brawler. Okay, so he's got a loot. Is Ragavan more valuable than Nacatl? I mean, Ragavan still scars from his deck, but Nacatl's 1 more damage. But Nacatl, he can't block. I don't know what he's doing. I think I do crack this to get 5 mana, potentially. Maybe the life total is more important, but I don't know what his plan is here. I'm kind of confused, honestly. Because now I can attack with Kavu plus Nacatl, put myself at 10. I think that's fine. It's not. Okay, so he, let's see, I need 2 red sources, 2 green sources. I want another blue source, maybe red-blue. Sure. Okay, Guildpact's interesting, but is it really? Like, I think what I do is I just attack with, play Scion and attack with everything. You could have a binding plus bolt, maybe. He's gonna have Trey's board to do it. All right, maybe I just played this too slow. I think I've been playing too much limited. Maybe too scared. Honestly, yeah, let's discard Jegantha. Jegantha's just not coming up here. And I don't want to discard anything else. Like maybe Guildpact doesn't matter. I guess, but if I hit 1 more land, then I can just cast Guildpact. And I think I'm gonna have a hard time losing then. I don't think it matters. Yeah, I should have just discarded too, honestly. I could have Bowmaster, I guess. That'd be unexpected. My second Scion's actually pretty disgusting too. All right, see what my opponent does. Show us what you got. Yep. Okay, opponent's at 3. I still think they have stub in hand. Does it really matter though? I mean, I don't think I'm losing this. I guess if he has exactly double Tribal Flames, then I'll take the L. I mean, he could. He hasn't used one yet. Maybe I just played this too conservatively. Could have fired it off. I was thinking he would not have something to turn on stub anymore. I guess that's not true. I know he has stub in hand for sure. Yep. Binding plus, I need a lot of real spells. Yeah, so he's gonna dig, gonna block. I guess he's maybe got 1 Tribal Flames in hand. He's trying to find the second one. So I want to double block here. I can kill the Kavu, and I know I can resolve the Tribal Flames if I do that. Nah, but he probably has another creature. It's not worth double blocking. Oh man, what a weird game. I'll accept the double Tribal Flames death at this point of my poor play. That's what he's got. 20 cards in his deck, so am I. I could have sequenced better. I think maybe I should have just fired off the Tribal Flames earlier, but maybe the attack with Nacatl was bad. Could have kept Nacatl back to block. Because I didn't have lethal with him with that sequence there anyway. But he could have just blocked 1 then if I had done that. So, right. Yeah, okay. We got there. I mean, he was going to die anyway. We probably played with our food too much there, but mirrors are weird. And like, I don't know, I've been playing so much of limited that like, it's, you know, every limited match is kind of like that game where like you both have like kind of these similar power level decks and you have like similar pressure on board and you're just like, who is the beatdown? Am I trying to attack? Should I not attack? Like your creatures are similar size to mine. So I feel like a lot of limited games are like that. And maybe I'm just playing like I could have just like won probably like 2 turns earlier if I just gone for it and swung with everything and he would have died. But I figured he had stub in hand the whole time. He probably didn't have a binding or he would have used it or he was waiting for the right moment. But it really seemed like he had stub in hand. I could have just played around something that he didn't have the entire game. It's possible. I just don't think I'd gain a lot by just like Tribal Flamesing and him like stubbing. And then that's like not a great exchange for me. I wanted to wait till he either like tapped out or like he didn't have a 2-drop on board. Or, you know, it's a creature turn on stub, I mean. All right, won the die roll. See if we assemble our Exodia in our opener. All right, this is a hand. This is what we call the old keep and lose. We are on the play, and we're thinking about keeping a 1-lander. I mean, I think I got it. I think I got to do this, right? But we'll see. I talked to some friends. Do I play both of them? Probably. Hopefully I don't just get like Thoughtseize here. Actually, I can. I will pay 2 life in case he does have Thoughtseize. All right, we just need second land. Just in the second land waiting room. Nothing to see here. Oh, it doesn't Thoughtseize me. Okay. I think I'm just going to play it out. If he has Thoughtseize, he has Thoughtseize. I'll accept it. Eventually I'll draw another land. Get some pressure on board. Let's see it. Let's see the Thoughtseize. Plays Urborg. Nice. Fixes my mana, even though it's already super fixed. I don't think he has a way to deal with these. Thoughty? Profane Tutor. Okay, good luck. Good luck, my opponent. May the force be with you. All right, I mean, that's a card. Attack for 3. Get a Bowmaster. I don't know. I think I just need the mana at this point. I mean, we'll lose this game if we don't draw a land in the next, like, 2 turns, but I think you kind of live by... I think you keep these hands that are like this, and you just accept, like, you know, eventually I will draw a second land. Obviously, we're not in great position, because, again, you can have Bowmaster, but, you know, we are... Field of Ruin does nothing, or maybe it does something, I don't know, because I'm pretty sure this counts as a basic land. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, sure. Old March. All right, land, please. Okay, let's hold up stub. If he plays 1 ring, see what he Profane Tutors for, probably something, probably 1 ring. Maybe we'll play around stub. Oh, live by the 1-lander, die by the 1-lander. I think it's still correct to probably keep these. Alright, well, now we're in trouble. Because now you can pay for the stub. It's 5 mana. Karn? Nah, you wouldn't. You wouldn't dare. Thoughtseize. I kind of want to stub this in case he just wants to play Ring this turn. Getting rid of 2 cards, but I feel like he just has Ring in hand. He has to take the Scion, right? If I draw a land, he just can't kill it. Unless he has Edict or something. Maybe I'm wrong. I would like a land, please. I would like a land, please. Yep. 3 mana. Not enough to do anything. Let's see if he had... If he doesn't do anything, I know he got Ring. Or Karn. But Karn seems pretty bad in this situation. So, I think it was 1 Ring. He can still play next turn, so I kind of just time blocked him. Oh, he's just going to march for 1 million now. Sure. And we'll play Kavu. I mean, we're probably going to lose this game. Eventually, we'll draw another land, I think, statistically. I'm not really sure. I'm not an expert on these things. But I'm expecting 1 Ring here. Shieldred. Okay, that's not going to cut it for you. Get a land, I might just Tribal Flame Shieldred. I do. I mean, it gives up the Scion, but he could have Shieldred's Edict in the hand. Do I care about Shieldred? I think he has more discard in hand. Maybe I shouldn't do this. I think it's fine. 3 cards. I mean, he has more inevitability than me, but like he also... I don't know, we'll see. I think he'll Thoughtseize me again. I don't know, I could be wrong. That might not have been the right play. I should just jam Scion. I feel like he has... what's it called, though? I feel like he has Shieldred's Edict. We're 1 million mana. 5 mana. Karn. I guess he can Karn for something. Duty gets the 1 Ring. Doesn't have enough mana to cast it. Thoughtseizes me again. That's brutal, though, because that's Scion in hand. Alright, it's going to be a long game. Maybe he's looking at me like I'm an idiot because I didn't just play Scion of Draco here. I feel like he would have gone away to exile Scion, though, with Karn. I don't know, I just didn't think he have a second Thoughtseize in his top, whatever that is. Okay, so he obviously has Edict. Only reason you take the Tribal Flames. He didn't want me to kill his Karn, so he's probably going to try to blow up my lands, which is not going to be as effective. Yep, he could have a second Edict. 1 card in hand. We know it's 1 Ring. Just drew a card, though. I mean, like I said, we'll probably lose this. I mean, we drew our land on, what, turn 5? So we also might still win this, though. We have ways to deal with his 1 Ring. Sure. Needs to draw another Edict. I'll have a lot of looks at doing. So this will probably blow up my lands, but he still have to be able to kill a lifelink Scion. Yeah. I don't think that... Alright, I don't know what that does. I mean, it's going to be a race. Oh, Bolting Karn's tempting, but I need to just get the thing down. And now I just have to hope he didn't draw another Shieldred's Edict and doesn't draw one here. Or another Ring. So it is what it is. Could I play Scion a turn earlier against a Shieldred? Maybe. He's going to blow up my lands no matter what. Yep. Kill Karn or kill him? Draw land, please. Second Scion, not ideal. So if I don't kill Karn, he can get another like big thing and maybe exile my Scion. Either where like am I gonna win the race? If I kill Karn, he attacks for 7. I have a 3-turn clock, and I could expand that 3-turn clock by he's gonna draw a bunch of cards. Actually, less than a 3-turn clock. I guess you just keep chaining long rings. I think this is like Karn. Like I'm worried he's gonna get what could he get with Karn? I don't know, something. I think I have to kill Karn. Doesn't feel great though. Just try to get another Shieldred's Edict, basically, which is going to draw a million cards, so you probably can. Again, we got our land about 2 or 3 turns too late to be able to put enough pressure on him. Maybe we could have sequenced better, like not cared about Shieldred, and just been like, hey, I'm going to jam a Scion now and force you to have it. But I just felt like he had, you know, sequencing was clear that he had Shieldred's Edict. Yeah, we take 7. And unless he draws another Edict here, or Damnation, I guess. I don't have it. No, I guess I don't have Indestructible. I guess he could go Damnation. Okay, take my Brawler, I guess. Maybe take my Bolt. He's got a million cards. See what he goes. Takes the Bolt. Makes sense. March his own Sundering Titan, maybe. That would be a play. Yeah, we just need him not to play like 4 Shieldred's Edicts. Or another 1 Ring. Like another 1 Ring. Another Karn, maybe. He's gonna March his own Titan, maybe. No, another Karn, okay. Now I have regrets that I did that, but what's he gonna get with this Karn? It's exciting. I don't know what else he would have. That's that useful. Masters, okay. Doesn't really do much here. And he's gonna be close to, I guess he could have 1 more 1 Ring. Doesn't look like he has it. Exciting. I'm gonna just ignore Karn. I'm expecting to have another March that he can gain life with. At 9, I'm at 16. I don't even think I blocked these Bowmasters just because I'm trying to think what he could have. And he's at 6. He has to draw away to another Ring. I mean, he's going to draw something. He's got so many cards in hand, right? Looks like he drew it. Eventually, he'll have his Shieldred's Edict, and then I'll just lose. Yep, okay. I mean, you know, you keep a 1-lander, and you just don't do anything for a million turns. This is bound to happen. Not like, it is what it is. I'm trying to think of what I want to cut here. Let's see, I can bind the Sundering Titan, technically, and still live. Oh, if he doesn't have another 1 Ring, then he's kind of in trouble here. Right, because I just bind the Sundering Titan, and he might lose to his own Ring. If I get a land. Show me the land. All right, we're still in this. I mean, I'm assuming he has at least a March to gain some life here. Although he has already used, what, 1 or 2? 2 of them, so maybe not. I don't know what artifact card he could get here that could save him. He already uses 1 Ring. Cityscape Leveler can only get rid of 1 of the ley lines. It does give him a little bit of clock, I guess. I guess it's whenever it attacks. So, okay. I guess this would do it. Roll, okay. He's got to have another One Ring in there, right? I mean, I'm gonna just take 4 from his One Ring. I mean, I'm dead anyway. Actually, I don't think I have any outs at this point. Yeah, so he's gonna march his own Orc Army token probably. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we got the land, but we don't have any outs, right? Because I could bind this. Okay. Good game. Not really a good game. I mean, I kept a 1-lander that, and then he did the thing. I still think. I wonder if this fixes this matchup that much. I don't know. He has ways to deal with this, so I'm kind of like, he has Shieldred's Edict, but if I just had a normal hand. Like maybe I should have mulliganed the 1-lander. I still think you keep this though, because realistically, like if I just drew a land in the first like 4 turns, I was on the play, so 1 less draw. But like turn 2, 3, or 4, I think I would have won. And instead, I didn't draw one. I think until turn 5. What do we want? We probably want Tear Asunders. I don't think I want Prismatic Ending. I think I do want Repulsive Mutation, and I don't think I want Bolts. I think I still want Ragavan on the play. I just cut all the bolts. Tribal Flames isn't amazing against a land destruction deck, but it does kill Shieldred, which can be good sometimes. One Tribal Flames. I don't know. Bolt's probably. Tribal Flames is probably better than Bolt though in this matchup. I don't know. I think if he just starts, I guess I'm on the play. If he starts blowing up lands, then Tribal Flames gets like really useless. Plus he has a lot of life gain. But Bolt's like, what is Bolt killing? Nothing. Yeah. Well, I think we'll try this. I don't think I want any of these other things. Yeah, the only sequence I wasn't sure about was like, should I just play the Scion a turn earlier? Instead of killing the Shieldred, but I kind of wanted another land so that I could double spell. I don't know if I had the situation. Actually, I don't know. I want to be able to like play around Shieldred's Edict basically, but I didn't really have that luxury. I think there's a keep. Turn 1 Ragavan on the play against this kind of deck. It's fine. It's not an amazing hand, but I think it's a good start. Good enough start. I definitely don't want to get basics here, so just trying to think of this team. So red, white, and then now we want to be able to hold up Stub plus Ragavan. So we want to get green, white, and then wait, that's not right. No, we need red and blue on opposite lands. So we need green, blue, and then red, white is what we need. Probably just use my brain, huh? Should use it. Flooded Strand first. This is fine. So we get red, white, and then no. Do I have a way to do this? I don't think I have a way to do this, right? Because I need red. Fuck, I fetched wrong. I need red, blue, green, white, and I fucked it up to be able to hold up everything. All right, whatever. That's like actually pretty bad. Now I can't do it. All right, whatever. Yeah, that was a pun. Sorry. Usually I don't mess up my fetching sequences, but I didn't think this through. I was thinking I was playing Nacatl on turn 1. So this should be a Steam Vent. And then next turn I could play Nacatl plus hold up Stub, which is what I was trying to aim for. Now what will happen is like I can play Nacatl, I can't hold up shit. And like he just play another removal spell. And he can just have like Fatal Push plus like Edict on my first 2 creatures, and then I'm just screwed. Yeah, so that was a bit of a punt. Not ideal. All right. If that's what you're gonna be doing, then this is fine. Probably just take Nacatl, I guess, or Tribal Flames maybe. Stub maybe. Take Stub. Sure. All right, well, now I got bailed out. So I'm assuming he has Bowmaster, which is also fine. And maybe we'll take some good from his deck. Maybe a Bowmaster of our own. Or Thoughtseize. Or Karn that we can't cast. Okay. Do I need to get blue mana right now? I need to get black mana right now. I have so many lands in hand. I think I just get green, blue. Again, clearly he has Bowmaster in hand, but I connect with Ragavan. I got my value out of him. And that's the way it goes sometimes. Actually, yeah, if he has Bowmaster, I don't think he would main phase it. Okay, I guess he is going to main phase it. And I have one unknown in hand. Look fine. Ragavan, you did your work. Now I have nothing, though, which is kind of a problem. Okay, now I have something. Now we attack. I think I'm just going to fire off this Tribal Flames. It's not amazing, but I have Binding in hand, and I think he's going to just start blowing up my lands. I think I want to get Zaggoth Triumph first. Then he could blow up the Sacred Foundry. No, we'll get Savai Triome. Blow up the Breeding Pool. And oh, wait, I don't even have Zaggoth Triumph in my deck. That was pretty stupid. So we can get Overgrown Tomb tapped. Keep the Triome in the deck. Probably the best move here. I think it's better than getting Jegantha, but actually maybe getting Jegantha is better. I just think this Tribal Flames, I think he's going to start blowing up my lands, and this Tribal Flames not going to be that good. But like next turn, nah, maybe I should have just gone Jegantha. Yeah, maybe I should have just gone Jegantha because I could just play Jegantha next turn. And he has a hard time dealing with Jegantha. Because now I'm like holding up Binding, but when I'm going to actually bind, I think it's just going to start blowing up my lands. Yeah, I don't know. I think I should have just gone Jegantha. Yep. See what he does here. I could, I'm trying to think if he Thoughtseized me here, if I would fire it off. Yeah, that's not that surprising. All right, I'm firing it off. Treasure's nice, but I think it's more important to, he's at a low life total already, the value. He's going to go 9. He's going to go to 6. 9 plus 6. I don't know, I mean, we draw like a 2-drop here. I think we're in good shape. I guess he has Damnation, so maybe not. Other Binding's fine. Probably want to hold up the other Binding for Ring over grabbing Jegantha. And I'm going to keep the Triome in the deck as long as possible. Actually, I guess I could Shock here. And then grab Jegantha plus hold up Binding. That's probably very obvious what I'm doing. This is just in case he goes Ring, and he won't get to draw. I don't think my life total matters that much. It does. He also has a lot of cards in hand, so he could just march. I think this is fine. I don't think he's going to pressure my life total, really. That's 6. So if he goes ring, that's probably the best case for me. He'll save himself a turn, but he won't draw anything from it. Okay, he doesn't even have that. E on 1. Okay. That is indeed a card you can play. Okay, Temple Garden. Fine, I suppose. Yep. See if he has... He doesn't even have his 4th land, so see if he has an answer for Jegantha. He would need Edict. She might have 4 cards in hand. I think I'm okay with my sequencing this game. This is not a good matchup, even with the Guildpact stuff. I don't think this is not a good matchup. And, like, maybe we mis-sequenced last game. So, like, a better player may have... Or, you know, someone a little more experienced with the card may have done a little better. But, like, I don't know, we got mana screwed. So, it is what it is. It's like, he has Edict, which is bad for me. I mean, his hand's lined up pretty well. He's at 6 life, so it's certainly not over. I'm trying to think if I would have sequenced anything differently. I don't think so. Powerful Flames? Sure, put you at 1. Sure thing, boss. So now he can't even tap the ring. Again, Thoughtseize. He'd have to play a creature to march anything. Urborg, thank you. Fixing my mana. Thank you, sir. I have to be careful about playing creature here. Okay. So you can't draw with it. It's not that useful. No reason to do anything about that. Yeah, it's a little dangerous. I guess he can march here, but I think I'd still do it anyway. Accept it. I just play my cards out. Although you could argue to like wait, because maybe he just has march now and he can gain some life. But he would have to pitch like his entire hand to do that. Maybe he's just gonna chain rings long. That'd be fine too. Shelly. Shieldred would lose it for him. Okay, so he's gonna pitch his basically his entire hand to do this. March for 5. Okay. Again, that was the risk of my play. I still think it was right to do it, but I can't binding it. Unfortunate they had that. So I guess that was a really bad exchange for me. Oh, I should have binded there. That was stupid, actually. I forgot. Ugh, that was so bad. Yeah, he just drew a card that he shouldn't have drawn. All right. Well, sorry. I was talking and I played sloppy. Now I just gave him a card that might lose me the game. Not a good draw here. I can't believe I gave him that extra card. That was so bad. So pissed at myself. And he just doesn't have a land. Just jams a 4-drop. Yes. Yes. No, he does have a land. Fuck. Fuck. All right. Now it's probably over. All right. Brutal. I can't believe I let him. I'm just frustrated myself for letting him draw an extra card. That's not very clean playing. Because he could have just drawn that card and then I could have, and we'll play it. Now we just need to Scion of Draco. I mean, we're going to just lose this game the same way we did before, but we gave him an extra card, which like could have been a land or could have been the Karn, and that could have obviously like lost us the game. Now, the question is, was playing Kavu correct there? I think so. Like holding it, I guess he doesn't have a way to discard, but I don't have any pressure on board. I don't have a way to, I guess I have binding to stop him from a ring, so maybe I could have waited and try to get like a stub or something to win. I'm not sure. You can just play his ring again from the Leyline Binding Exile, right? Is that how that works? I think so. Did I mess this up? I forgot with the Karn Leyline Binding kind of interaction. You just replay it. Oh, man. Yeah, sloppy this game. Probably lost this match, honestly. You know, I mean, who knows what my opponent has in hand. This is not a good matchup, even with Leyline. Obviously, we got mana screwed the game 1. Game 2 was, this one was very close. You could argue not to play Kavu when I did. And guess I'm playing and play around March. But I don't know. I think you just play it out. Probably gonna take Scion of Draco. Okay. That's not that big a deal though. Maybe he's gonna take Tribal Flames. Yeah, he takes Tribal Flames. Now he can't play Ring. Other Thoughtseize. E on 1. Does nothing. Sure. I get like Ensnaring Bridge or something. What's the point of that? I guess if I draw a Ragavan, have it. So was I talking shit and I just didn't grab Jegantha? I tapped out like Guildpact when I could have grabbed Jegantha. That's pretty dumb, huh? No, sorry, Jegantha's already in the graveyard. I forgot how Jegantha got there, but it got there. Maybe I'd already played it. Oh, he discarded it, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. It's in the graveyard, though. All right, I got nothing going on. Close games. This is still a bad matchup, even with Guildpact. I think Guildpact might improve it slightly, but this is just one of those, like, you have to go under them, and then, you know, this was, like, so close. I was, like, 1 spell short of killing them. Maybe I played my Cowboy at the wrong time, but I don't know. Yep. Now it's over, pretty much. I mean, he'll draw cards. He knows I have stub in hand. Yeah, I don't remember how much Jegantha ended up in the graveyard, but it did. I had a really low life total. I guess if I top deck Scion, it's not over, actually. It's really what I need to top deck here. Scion of Draco, please. All right, Scion of Draco, please. I'm going to take a damage, but I have to do it. Scion of Draco, please. No, never mind. Okay. I guess he technically can't kill me this turn, so I should play 1 more turn. That's 6. I guess he can just blow. Oh, he can get Titan. No, he doesn't have lands, though. He doesn't have a lot of lands, right? Oh, he does have a Coffers in play. Okay, sure. It'll be Coffers, land destruction, much less good with the situation I got going here. Yeah, so he has Coffers, so now I think he can just tick down Karn and get the things he needs. So now it might be tough. I don't draw anything here. We'll see. Close games again. I'm just mad at myself for letting my opponent draw that extra card that might have lost me the game realistically in a game this close. Opponent will draw more cards with 1 ring. Did he play the 1 ring from exile? Or does he still have the other one in exile? That's what I don't know. This is probably his second One Ring, huh? Or I guess maybe he's gonna go Thundering Titan. Does he have enough? I guess he has enough to do it. We had Herblore plus Coffers. I mean, I actually can still win with Scion. Well, maybe not win, but get very close to winning. I cannot die. That's the term to use. Scion? Tear Asunder. Kill Sundering Titan. He'll blow up the lands. I'm dead. All right, I wish I hadn't punted. Maybe I would have won this game. Close games. Again, this is still a bad matchup. This is probably Zoo's worst matchup. These mono black Coffers with life gain, with land destruction. I think this probably makes it better, though. It definitely makes their, it makes their land destruction worse by a lot. Does it give me dead draws? I don't know. Should I have gotten Jegantha when I played Guildpact? Maybe. No, wait. I think I already gotten Jegantha. Again, I forget how Jegantha ended up in my graveyard, but it did. So I think I got discarded or something. I don't think I looted it with Kavu. But yeah, tough loss. We were obviously running pretty hot going up to that. Just didn't get there against a bad matchup. So I'll see you guys for round 5. Okay, I'm back for round 5. This is a one-lander I don't want to keep. Mulligan this. This is probably keep. Just put back the basic planes. We're on the draw, so we'll see how good Ragavan is. Hopefully not a Bowmaster deck. And we're off. Put in place planes. Is this another Hammer deck? I guess Hammer's back. It's just so crazy because, like, I swear I didn't play against Hammer for, like, weeks. This isn't... Ragavan's not that good in this situation with against turn 1 Giver. Rather just have a removal spell. Like, we'll probably play a creature turn 2 and then give it protection. So I won't even be able to attack with the Monkey King. See if he's got it. What is that? What the... Oh. This... Alright, so he's actually on... Oh my god, of course. I don't even know what this card is. This is like 1 mana cheaper. Must be pretty... I think it's new from one of the sets. I don't know. We're about to lose this game. We drew one of our basics, which is not ever where you want to be. This is a dead card in this matchup, and we can't push any damage through right now because of the Giver. And we can't even kill this. So, luckily we don't have any fetches in hand. So that's exciting. But he's going to blow up my land, and then I'm not going to be able to search my library. Kind of a problem. I got to think of sequencing here. I probably don't want to play Temple Garden yet, although it's just really unfortunate that I have this Temple Garden here. But I don't know. I think we're just going to lose this game. I wish we had played against like some regular decks. We played against, whatever, dude. Now we're just getting blown out. It's a really hard start for us to beat with our hand. Because I can play Kavu, and then all he's going to do is blow up a land. Guildpact a little too late. If I play Forest, he knows to blow up this one. If I play Temple Garden, he can blow up Temple Garden. I can get a Plains. I just have to hope he blows up Temple Garden, which there's no world where he's ever going to do that. RIP. Yeah, but drawing this Forest is kind of annoying. I guess this would be worse if I drew a fetch, technically. So, but now it's just hard to beat this. Like, turn 1, I mean, this is, I think, probably the best curve out for his deck. Against us, at least, for sure. Turn 1 Giver, turn 2 Arbiter, plus Solitude on the play. I mean, this is just... No, this isn't human. This is Death and Taxes. By the way, this is... when I say, like, terrible matchups for Zoo, this is probably, like, the second most terrible. I think Mono Black Coffers is probably worse, but this is absolutely horrendous. Stub doesn't do anything. Destroys our lands, destroys all kinds of things. Guildpact should be really good here, though, against this kind of shit. I guess he can still Stone Rain us. We just need one land alive. Okay, so opponent's doing the combo. Yeah, we're fucked. I'm going to have a 2/2. Never going to be able to attack with it. I can't search a library. This game's over. Oh, he's just going to play a second one and destroy all my lands. What a dumb fucking game. All right, well, I guess this is what it's like playing against the Guildpact list, where your opponent just... It's your turn 2. Your turn 3 and your opponent's destroyed all your lands. Okay, Nacatl go. 1/1 Nacatl go. Has 1 card in hand, so maybe if we just draw every shock land in our deck, then we can get out of this. It's that easy. Although we've already blown up 2 of them, so not ideal. Confusingly not attacking with Giver here. Indeed a technique. Oh man, 3rd land destruction effect. Okay, we're just gonna take a bunch of hits from this Arbiter. I mean, this is brutal being only 1 mana. Isn't this better than what they used to run? I guess Ghost Core is the same, right? Oh, this is actually worse than Ghost Quarter, right? No, because you get the treasure token here. Yeah. I guess it's kind of better than Ghost Quarter, but costs 1 more. Okay, I guess it's like a trade-off. Surely I will draw a land. Like a Triome. Just give me the Triome. That'd be perfect. Savai Triome. Wait, he'll just blow it up again. All right, come on, dude. What did he pitch when he... Oh, it was the human thing. All right, sweet. I mean, I guess playing that did nothing. These will just blow it up. Actually, I can pay the tax here. All right. We're getting somewhere. So if I crack this, play Savai Triome, I'm going to take this damage. I'm trying to think of sequencing here. I can't get Savai Triome. I would have to fetch Shock to get something. Fetch Shock, get red-white. He'll destroy it. I'll pay the tax. Wait, he'll just wait to do it then. I know, that's stupid. Yeah, I mean, we have no way to win this. Yeah, I can't bind for anything. Like, I could only cast Tribal Flames for... I can't do anything. I think I'm just dead. Oh, that was fun. I don't know why I was ever thinking it. I just can't search at all. So I'd have to have him destroy something first. I mean, quite a game of Magic. I would assume that's a pretty good start for my opponent, or I'm just like sleeping on this deck and this is some like extreme meta breaker deck. But it seems like pretty good start against particularly my deck. Okay, Legion's End's probably good. Prismatic Ending's good. Sub's notably bad. Guildpact's fine. Wait, what did I just do? Sub out. I don't think I want Tear Asunder or Pick Your Poison. I think this is fine. I basically want to take out the permission that doesn't do anything. Legion's End's not amazing, obviously, but it's something. And I don't think this is a Repulsive Mutation matchup. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see this card at all. I was hoping to be able to this league. So we didn't get to test it, really. See if we can keep high rolling with our combo. No, I don't have red mana. This is too bad. Okay, this is even worse. Guess I'm going to 5. I guess, like, what am I supposed to do with this hand? Do I go to 4? Well, that's unfortunate. Like if I keep this, play Nacatl, I think we keep and then play Nacatl, just have to pray. Get rid of one of these, play, get green-white, play Nacatl, and then hope that he just like plays, hope I draw a land and he plays a 1-drop. I think this is better than going to 4. At least have a turn 1 play, even if I don't draw a land, I have a turn 2 play because I can just Prismatic Ending his 1-drop. Or so you just like, I guess, Ghost Quarter me. That fixed my mana though. I'm kind of, I get basic planes. You guys turn 1 Ghost Quarter. No, he's not. Either Vile. All right, that's an easy Prismatic Ending target. Surely I'll draw a land. Okay, now we're probably losing this game. I think that was better than going with 4 though. I mean, I dealt with this Vile. Now we'll just lose to like Arbiter or whatever, plus land destruction, as it should be. But I don't think going to 4 was necessarily better. I mean, I don't know. We have a creature on board. We're fighting. We might get through this. Okay, that's a little tough unless I draw a land. Land, please. Okay. It's kind of an awkward land, though, right? Because I could get Savai Triome. I'm worried he's going to start blowing shit up. So we can get rid of Thalia by Fetch Shock, get a Sacred Foundry. We're still pretty far from... That's only 3 types, though. It's pretty bad. But are we winning if he has... if he can blow up a land? Either way. Unclear. Like we can get 4 types, which will help us if we get. I guess either way we have to get another land to cast. With 4 types, we cast Binding. No, we can't though with Thalia on board. I think I'm just gonna kill this Thalia. Either way, I need another land to do just about anything. This is just an unfortunate draw that I had here, but you know, this is, I think we're gonna make it work. So what I'm talking about doing is getting a red-white, and then just like hoping his hand literally does nothing. Doesn't seem like the best strategy, but it's indeed a strategy. I could have not killed Thalia. I think Thalia is just gonna be a problem later, though. Like I want to get my 3/3 Nacatl attacking, and if he blows up my lands, yeah, I was screwed either way. It was even worse with the Triome because I wouldn't get any value out of it. So I'm fighting a good fight here. Maybe he doesn't have land destruction. Maybe I just draw another land and like play Triome plus Scion, and then we're in good shape. Okay, he doesn't have land destruction, so that's very promising. I don't know what he has in hand. Maybe like a Solitude. Okay, I can't cast that, but I will attack. Don't Solitude here. Don't Solitude. Draw a card. I mean that's sure. I would like a land, please. I'd like my opponent not to blow up my stuff. Don't blow it up. Okay. The Flagstones. I don't know what his hand is. I just know I'm going to run out my threats into removal. Tis is the way. Does this one do? Flags put in the graveyard. All right, that's like the sacrifice of land one. All right, we can start looting away these bindings. That's kind of exciting. If my Kavu lives. Seems like a big if. And he's like 1 land away from hardcasting Solitude, so he might just be flooded out. Oh, okay. That is very good news for me. That's what he's doing. Good self-Solitude. We will see. Okay, I'm going to loot away Binding. I guess I know like this is going to be annoying, but I have Binding for it right now, so I think Scion's more important, by the way. Land. Go. A little awkward, though, because right, I don't think we have a land that can... We don't have classic... I don't have Zag. I'll try my deck, and this is where I need it. Oh my god, even better. That doesn't actually fix my mana, though. But it does allow me to play Brawler plus hold up Binding. So we can get... So we need blue and black. So I guess just black, because we have no blue cards in our deck. I'm trying to think if it makes difference what I get. I guess basic planes, whatever. I already have 3 planes, so I should have gotten them forest. Right, we don't have a way to get... So we can just play a Brawler and then not crack this yet. Also, he missequenced that Path of Exile. Obviously, you want to use it before the Kavu thing. So he's going to Ghost Quarter the Sacred Foundry, and then I will get a Triome, I suppose. Yeah. Okay, that makes it... that works. Okay, I'll gain some more life here. Do I want to use the Triome now? No, I don't think I want to. I want to keep it in the deck. We get red, blue, green, black. Gotta think of the sequencing right, because I want to hold up Binding. I want to shock here. I'm going to gain 5 life. I think I should. I think he'll blow it up, though. All right, so we'll go up to 15. All right, and then we'll play our Scion of Draco. Then we have Binding up. Even if he blows up my land, we have Binding up. Now he should blow up a land plus equip. And I guess if he has a second Solitude, I'm kind of in trouble. Okay. Oh, that's good. Okay, so I guess I have to bind the Solitude now. One target artifact or enchantment. That's bad for me. So I guess we gotta just bind the Solitude and hope. What does the tap do? You and target opponent each draw a card. All right. Binding a Solitude is not exactly where I want to be at when I know he's playing Lorna of the third path, but I don't have a choice here. I don't think binding the Sword's where it's gonna be better. Oh, I didn't need to flip mana. Like, because I get the sword. Maybe drawing a card is a bigger deal. The problem is, like, I don't think having the Solitude on board is gonna gain him life every turn. So problem is the real blowout. Like, what does he do next turn? Let's say I draw a creature. Next turn he just does this again, but he's at least not gaining any life. I don't know. I guess do Solitude. It's not great either one of them, knowing that he's playing cards like Lorna of the Third Path. All right, we're gonna go dashy here. I'm just trying to think of the sequencing. I definitely want to keep a white source untapped, I suppose. You have another Solitude plus white cards, your last two cards. That'd be Sag. You would have hardcast the Solitude if you had it, though. That would make more sense. Okay, not too surprising. Give me something good. Rising Canopy. So exile a land for him. It's not where we want to be at. He's going to draw some cards this turn, which is a little unfortunate, but at least he's not getting life. Next turn we can go get Jeggy with it. But he's going to draw a lot of cards. That's going to be a problem. Plus he still has a Horizon Canopy he can crack, which means he probably has like spells in hand. I don't know. Taps his Ghost Quarter. Unexpected. He's just giving up on... All right, well, we'll see if we can get a removal spell for the sword or something. Also, we're going to lose very quickly. Still not cracking his Canopy. Okay. So he's doing this stuff too. Yeah, I mean, if he gets Cauldra, we're kind of in trouble, right? I'm assuming that's what he's getting. Maybe another sword. I guess he doesn't wait. No, he just... Never mind. You can just get it in here. If we get a land, it's not great either because I have to shock or I'll use up all my basics. Yeah, he gets Cauldra. All right, we're probably losing this game. I mean, again, we started off really hot and then... I guess kill the Stoneforge, play Ragavan. Or do we kill... I mean, we're going to lose that thing no matter what. We definitely can't let him just resolve Cauldra. Does he have enough mana to do it, though? It's 7 mana. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if he has another land in hand, he can just hardcast Cauldra, which is pretty bad for me. Oh, but then he has to equip it. But it's a living weapon. Okay. I mean, we're probably dead here. I think we have to Legion's End, Stoneforge, and just, like, pray. Play Ragavan and pray, I guess. What he's got in hand. He has another land. I'm kind of in trouble here. I'm kind of in trouble no matter what, but I think this is better than... See if he has another Stoneforge Mystic in hand. I think it's unlikely. I don't even know what the fuck these cards do. So he has another Path to Exile, plus this thing, where he can get back his Solitude. I mean, we're so dead. This this deck is like built to kill Zoo, which I guess is maybe why he's playing it. So we playing it. This is the problem with like Zoo getting popular. Is like we're basically playing a deck that yeah, I guess there's no reason to play Ragavan here. You know, we're playing a deck that this is clearly a deck that's like when Zoo becomes popular, people play decks like this, this is in my mind a deck designed to beat Zoo. Like you have all this like artifact and enchantment hate, plus land destruction, plus fetch land hate, plus Path to Exile. Like this is the thing you're trying to do against Zoo. So plus I had an awkward mold of 5. I mean, it is what it is. I think with a more aggressive hand, could have gotten somewhere, but you know, here we are. Some ways got to blow up my lands, right? This Solitude back. All right, now he's just gonna draw an Archon. All right. Well, we got dunked on by the decks that I think were designed to kill us. I have no way to win this. So this is, again, what I was talking about. Like, I would have liked to play against Rhinos, Yawgmoth, Amulet Titan, Living End, Murktide, Scam, any decks that were, you know, what I deem to be the top decks. And instead, we played against whatever, a Mirror plus Coffers, terrible matchup, plus the Death and Taxes, terrible matchup. And then we steamrolled whoever else we played. I don't know. Wasn't that exciting. So what do I think overall? I mean, I don't know. When people are packing this much hate for Guildpact, maybe it's bad. We had one top deck that was dead. But other than that, obviously we won. We almost won a game. We did win a game or two with it. And then we would have if we had drawn a second land at any point. I still think it was correct to keep. Just because the upside is so high that basically, like, if I draw a second land in the first few turns, then I win that game, and I just didn't. So maybe I'm overvaluing the Guildpact hands against that matchup, but it was against Coffers in game 1. It was an unknown matchup. So what do I think overall? I don't know. Guildpact seemed really good. It's definitely good in the mirror. It's definitely good when life gain matters. It's nice to against land destruction. So obviously, like, opponents are packing a ton of hate for it now, so maybe it gets less good in game 2 and 3, and now you like side it out. I'm not really sure. But yeah, overall, hopefully you guys enjoyed the new cards. I didn't get to cast Pick Your Poison. I did see it once in hand. I really was hoping to do Repulsive Mutation, but it didn't come up. So overall, I'll probably have to play some more with Guildpact and see Like, it's certainly powerful, that's for sure. Maybe the right number is 3 instead of 4. I don't know. I didn't play against any of the top decks in my mind in terms of popularity, in terms of, you know, like I said, I would like to have seen Yawgmoth, Rhinos, Living End, Titan, Scam, even Murktide, and I didn't see any of those. So that's kind of like the limit of testing with leagues. But hopefully you guys enjoy this content. Again, I made a few small mistakes because I haven't played with these cards before, and haven't been playing much Modern the past week or so. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys think of kind of the new tech. Again, I'll hopefully in my next video or something, I will be able to cast this Repulsive Mutation. That's what I was looking forward to. But anyway, if you enjoy this content, you can subscribe. You can see how to support me in the description below. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.